this match. 50 years of age, 22 seasons in the game. He tells me when he referees the 8-year-olds at the Ulton Amateur Club, he just needs a clip around their ears to stop any trouble. But I think he'll be not getting too much trouble from these two sides. They're very well disciplined outfits. And both sides, I think, staying as they are. Wigan then from left to right in the cherry and white hoops. As I said, tremendous crowd, 95,000 absolute maximum, just slightly below the crowd attendance for the football because of the greater numbers of women and youngsters, and many of those women and youngsters come to see Ellery Hanley. A lot depends on this lad, playing at loose forward. Surprisingly, for all his experience, the first time at Wembley, but one man who has been here before and carried off the Leinster Trophy, ironically for witness against Wigan, Joe Lydon. And I'm sure they're using Joe Lydon here for the long kick-off. So, the 1988 Silk Cup Challenge Cup final underway, and it is, as I thought, the long kick-off, Alec, to put the pressure on Halifax.
Yes, well, Graham Ray believes in this long kick. What he believes in now is the first 10 minutes. Let's keep Halifax in their own 25, let's work hard, and let's get some tackling done.
Yes, and I think the tackling will have to be done. Keith Neller driving in, Halifax using the pack. A lot of people have said that this will be a battle between the Halifax pack and the Wigan backs, but of course Wigan a full international pack as well. Lydon, good catch.
It's interesting to see, Ray, that Joe Lydon took that ball and he's replaced Stevie Hampson, who tragically broke his arm, and I'm just wondering what will be going through Joe's mind, because Stevie Hampson will be sadly missed today.
Andy Gregory. Wigan electing to remain as they were at the toss-up from left to right there in the cherry and white hoops, and Halifax the blue and white hoops. Settling down. Certainly Sean Edwards there, I think, doing a dual purpose. One, I think, kicking to keep Halifax down here, but I think also there's a little theory in the Wigan camp that Graham Eady, at 35 years of age, might not just be as quick as he was.
Well, not only that, Ray, he's missed the last 4 games, and if there's ever a place to find out injuries, this is the place. But it's interesting to see Sean Edwards, because also Sean Edwards has been struggling with a hamstring for a long, long time, and there was thoughts that he could have missed this game.
Yes, but he went to Harley Street for treatment, and thankfully he's fit. John Pendlebury, number 13 for Halifax, trying to get this ball moved around. Bob Grogan, that's a good ball to Wilkinson, that's an even better ball to Tony Anderson. Couldn't take it, and good covering there. Good example of the speed that Halifax possess in these two Australians, Anderson and Grogan, but good covering from Ian Potter. Ryan Case, but I think Wigan will want to steady this down in the pack. It's very nice for everyone to get a touch of the ball early on at Wembley. Hanley, Edwards again. Oh, but that's a good tackle. And the penalty, a little bit too hard. Keith Neller, the Halifax number 10, doesn't like it, but Fred Lindop there, right on the spot, no hesitation.
It's nice to see also, Ray, as soon as Fred Lindop gave that decision, Keith Neller just walked away. There was no hassle and no arguing about it, he just accepted it.
Andy Goodway. Halifax, of course, the cup holders, beat St Helens last season, 19 points to 18 in the 12th Challenge Cup final. 8th position in the Rugby League's Division 1, Wigan in 3rd position. Gregory again. Not quite the timing. I think that ball really was intended for Ellery Hanley.
it'll be interesting to see which way Wigan play this game, Ray, because everybody's expecting them, you know, the three quarters, they've got that extra yard of pace, but it'll be quite interesting just to see what happens, whether Sean Edwards and Hanley, you know, who'll do the linking up off the lads.
And already Nella right to the fore here, the props, Les Holiday to Neil James, good support, oh yes. And I think it's interesting to see that this Halifax pack already causing a few problems. Pendlebury, Dixon. It's the back three of this Halifax pack. John Pendlebury, Dixon and Holiday, all of them can pass the ball well. And dead.
I think both sides, Ray, rely on kicking, you know, the kicking in midfield especially will be so important.
Wigan, I think, settling down here with the forwards. Wigan, the 5-2 on favourites. Halifax 13-8 to lift this cup. And Halifax very much the underdogs. Oh, that's a beautiful sidestep now then. It's Sean Edwards, but Kevin Iro couldn't take the ball, and that surely must have been the first chance there from Edwards. He looks annoyed.
It was interesting though, Ray, I'll be quite honest there for Tony Iro, who actually wasn't looking at Sean Edwards, but also why Sean Edwards never went with that ball, because I think we just saw in the middle of the season Sean would have put that ball over the line.
Yes, he might not be too trusting yet of his hamstring injury. He's not really had a good 60-70 yard dash. Robinson. Holiday there at first receiver, distributing the ball. This is why Halifax bought him for £65,000 from the Swinton club, to get these forwards running under the ball. People like Keith Nella there, the big blonde prop. To Lydon again. Oh, beautiful cut through. Halifax do not give this lad a room. Very, very quick player. Edwards. That short, neat sidestep of Edwards. Very, very effective in close, confined play. Wigan then on the attack. Gregory again. To Goodway. These early stages, very important. Neither side wanting to give any points away. Shelford. First touch of the ball, Wigan fought a high court case with St Helens over this player. Wigan won. No. Obstruction.
It's interesting, Ray, just looking at Ellery on the floor there near Fred. I think Ellery played for the penalty. He lay on the floor, and I think he might be a little bit surprised it's gone the other way.
Yes, that timing out at the moment. I think twice we've seen Ellery come racing in, and twice he's not got the ball, has he?
Yes, and what you've got to realise is it's a long time, you know, 80 minutes, and you've plenty of time to pace yourself, and I think Ellery will be thinking, well, I want an early touch of the ball just to carry it on.
Good kick there, Colin Whitfield. It is a long time, 80 minutes, but of course both of these sides now very, very fit. The Halifax side, the physical fitness in the hands of Wilf Page, the coach, Chris Anderson there as well. Very, very strong disciplinarian. Wilf Page, the fitness coach, to Peter Elliott and Tessa Sanderson, the athletes. And Wigan with Bill Hartley, the ex-Olympic athlete himself. So they know what fitness is all about. There'll be no problem lasting 80 minutes. Grogan, that's a good ball to Eady. Now then, Brian Case, he's trying to get the ball to Kevin Iro.
Well, you wouldn't believe that, Ray. That's what Wembley does to you. Kevin Iro, 2 passes, 2 drop balls. But, you know, they mustn't give him many chances. You'll be disappointed about that. But this is what Wembley does to some players. It makes them and kills them.
Halifax then, back in possession. Holiday. Neil James. Made a nice move, Neil James, from the second row up to the number 8 prop forward position for Halifax 2 or 3 months ago. Pendlebury.
Different in style, Ray, with the Halifax and the Wigan team. You know, the ball turned back inside from Halifax, and Wigan obviously want to move the ball out wide.
Lydon again, and that's good play from Halifax. Just notice there are 5 Halifax players up around that 5-yard mark. They dare not encroach in that 5 yards. And Gregory.
Could be a little bit of experience, Ray, from last year with Halifax. You know, they'll be relaxed and they'll settle down a bit.
Good way, but no. Offside. And a good start from Fred Lindop. He's blown up when he had to do, and he's been very firm when necessary. A great shame to see this man go out of the professional ranks, but he intends to continue with the juniors. He's done tremendous work at the universities in Sheffield and Nottingham and Loughborough. Grogan. One of the danger men for me, this boy, Bob Grogan, the 27-year-old from the Brothers Brisbane club. As Alec was saying, Halifax tending to use the pack at first or second receiver, testing out this Wigan defence. 10 minutes gone, still looking for the first score in the match.
Interesting, Ray, just watching the build-up to the match. You know, both coaches put a lot of on tackling bags, and you can see why they put in on tackling bags, because Tony Ido there has just put a big forward down as though it doesn't matter.
Nella. No. Ball back. The ball, of course, must bounce on all occasions into touch in rugby league. So. And also the interesting decision, after the 5th tackle, any infringement not occurring a penalty, such as a direct kick like that, followed by a handover and not the scrum. Gregory. Wigan, I think, in these early stages, being sucked into a forward game by Halifax here. They certainly don't want to be with that. Oh, that's a good kick. Magnificent kick from Andy Gregory. I think he realised that there was no way through that Halifax pack. £130,000 buy, Gregory, from the Warrington club. Been here 3 times before, never with his hometown Wigan club. And that's a good piece of refereeing, that, stepping in between the 2 packs, keeping them apart till the ball's ready for coming in.
I think young Greg will be a bit annoyed about that, Ray, because I think that was one of the scrums they wanted to win. They're in the right ideal position for the score.
And Gregory has got it. Edwards. Halifax moving up very, very quickly. Kiss. Wigan not really developed into any pattern of play yet. Case. Now then, that's a good ball to Hanley. Strong player, very quick off the mark, tremendous upper body strength. Scored 5 tries in one Division 1 match as a loose forward. That's a good chip for Tony Ido, and is he in? Yes. No, offside. Well, referee Lindop there. Difficult decision to give for Fred Lindop.
Well, this must be very, very close indeed. It looked a perfectly good try to me. He's got a lovely little chip behind the Gregory, but just watch Colin Whitfield, a little bit complacent. Watch Ido, he's absolutely flying, and he gets the ball down.
Well, I must confess, Alec, for the life of me, I could not see what was wrong with that try.
Well, obviously, what he did, Ray, was an obstruction. He couldn't have given anything else, but it looked a perfect try to me.
Yes, he did signify an obstruction, and of course the obstruction could have been before the actual try-scoring incident itself. And Halifax will want to play through these 6 tacklers here to steady them down. That's good, Pendlebury. And the 6th tackle coming up. Holiday, good left foot sliding kick, that's a good one. I think Les Holiday there spotted that Joe Lydon had gone back very, very deep into his own Wigan 25. Using his left foot, just sliced it through, more like a grubber kick. And gained 45 yards. Mr. Easter there, John Easter with the yellow flag right on the spot. That's a good scrum. Tony Iro.
You get the feeling, Ray, that young Sean Edwards there, he makes the gap and then seems as though he wants to close it down. Maybe the lack of matches is telling.
Just one pass too many.
And that's a great decision from Fred Lindop there. Although the man, he dragged the ball back to him, Fred Lindop right on the spot and knock on.
Steve Robinson playing the blind side. Paul Dixon. 15 minutes gone. Still Wigan 0, Halifax 0. Tanella. Both of these sides though renowned for their tackling. Holiday. Robinson again. To Grogan, that's a good, oh well, that was a good pass to Anderson if he could have taken that. I think Tony Anderson just overran him by that yard. But certainly he was put in the clear. 6th tackle. Yes, play on. And as Ian Wilkinson lost it, I think he has. Nicky Kiss stolen it. Gregory. Oh, good handoff to Tony Iro. Kick and chase, but it's out. I think Tony Iro would have been better to have held on to that ball and just come inside, used his weight. He's big enough, he's 6'3", 16 stone. You don't get many that size playing on the wing.
And that's an happy situation, Ray. I know how that feels, I know what's going through his mind, and he'll be thinking, I wish we could just put some kind of points on the board.
Robinson again, using this acting half-back position very well. Time and time again we've seen this young Great Britain under-21s lad there. Holiday. Anderson, all well taken by Dixon. A lot of nerves here, a lot of nerves. I don't think I've seen as many drop passes in a Wembley final for a long time, Owen.
No, and I would think a lot of people now would be thinking that, there might be and should be some points on the board, but it's interesting to see how these two sides are playing.
That was well taken by Lydon. And well tackled too by Tony Anderson. Dean Bell. He's sidestepping off that right foot, half beating the man, but just not getting through the gap. Oh, Gregory. Good movement there from Andy Gregory, but Halifax player looks to be in a lot of trouble. Edwards to Henderson Gill. Of course, the game in rugby league continues when a man's injured, unless the medical people think that it's very serious. Gregory. Oh, rather aimless kick, I think. Gregory, I think there, an aimless kick. Really should have put it to the corner. Stretched Graybeady, not put it high on him. And it looks to be Les Holiday there on the floor, certainly with the knee trouble, perhaps the ligaments behind the knee. Tommy Smales just having a word with referee Lindop. Tommy Smales himself an ex-Great Britain player. Graham Eady, the skipper, just having a word. This would be a tragedy for Halifax should this lad have to go off, especially this early stage, and it looks as if he does. Coach Chris Anderson for Halifax must be a very worried man of this. This is the one lad that was bought specially for the cup run by Halifax. The ball player, the man to move the ball about to the forwards.
Well, this is allowed try now. Have a look what the decision Fred Lindop gives it. He must have given obstruction on somebody, but I can't see it. Or offside maybe. It could have been Tony Ido, slightly offside, but he was right up with it. It looked a try to me.
And Les Holiday sadly being helped off. Certainly trouble there behind that right knee. And Mick Scott coming on. Well, a game forward this lad. He's been here as well with Wigan. A non-gamer than this lad being helped off. But the game goes on. Pendlebury. And I think that, Alec, could certainly take some firepower away from Halifax, couldn't it?
Well, that is a terrible blow for Halifax. It's a terrible blow for anybody, but to lose a good young player like Holiday, he'll be missed. But it was very interesting to see Chris Anderson, what he did. He put two forwards on the bench. You don't think he's a mind reader, do you?
No, but I think in John Pendlebury, a loose forward, he's got a lad who can move into the backs, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Eady kicking there. Certainly a lot of work in this final for Joe Lydon. And I think Henderson Gill says, I've been stood out there on that left wing long enough. Let me get into some running. Shelford. Minutes gone in this first half. Both sides looking for a break. Defence is definitely on top. And that's a good kick again, stretching Graham Eady. I think the Wigan coach Graham Lowe has said, look, let's stretch this fullback. Been a wonderful player, 17 seasons at the top of rugby league in Australia and in Great Britain. Very simple play by Halifax, but very effective. Halifax beat Heworth in the first round, the amateurs 60 points to 4. Then Rochdale, Hull Kingston Rovers, and of course that titanic struggle with Hull before winning the replay 4 points to 3. Wilkinson. Oh, beautifully taken by Bob Grogan. He looked as if he had an extending arm there, Alec, didn't he?
He took the ball very, very well, Ray, but I was a little bit surprised then that the ball wasn't put out to the wing, because it was clear on his outside.
And well taken by Lydon. Gregory to Potter. But Wigan coming back inside. I think Andy Gregory is certainly trying to get the ball moving out, but coming to a forward back time and time again. And this will certainly suit Halifax, Alec, won't it?
Yes, it does, but it makes you wonder, good teams and team performances win you the cup at Wembley. Individual performances tend to do it. I'm just wondering when we're going to see one from Wigan, because as a team they're kind of not getting it right at the moment, and they're not putting 2 or 3 passes together like they should be doing.
And the crowd strangely silent at the moment. I think they realise that both these sides are sort of locked in a battle here, a tactical battle between the two. Just needs one run from a player like Lydon or Grogan for Halifax to set the game alight. And he's lost it. Both packs of forwards tending to lose the ball in the tackle. And young Steve Robinson to put the ball in. And a good scrum from Robinson. Beats Hanley on the inside, but just lacked that extra yard to get away. Colin Whitfield. Engleberry. Oh, that's a good ball to Eadie. That's a better one to Whitfield. That's good play. Mick Scott. Solid, sound player, this lad. In the second row for Halifax. And Halifax look to be putting their passes together better, Alex.
Yes, Halifax look as though, Ray, you know, they've been thinking, oh, have we lay off Wigan too long? And they might be just getting it right. But Wigan are certainly not sparking on all cylinders.
Tony Iro. Yes, it's interesting to think that this Halifax team cost, what, just £150,000, and that was about just as much that Ellery Hanley cost, wasn't it?
Oh yes, I think you'd need a American Express to get in the Wigan side. But having said that, there's a lot of talent on the Halifax side, Ray, and you know they put it together more as a team. Where Wigan's got individuals who can win your matches when the thing's not going right for you.
Yes, there's a long way to go. Oh, good break by Gregory. Good ball to Edwards now then. He's got Eadie, but he's got Whitfield outside him. Oh, he's beaten the pair of them. Has he got the pace, this lad? Not quite got the pace. Good recovery there by Colin Whitfield, but tremendous burst by young Edwards. Iro himself now then. This boy's certainly got the size and he's over. Well, the first two occasions that he touched the ball, Kevin Iro knocked the ball on, and there he used the size.
That's what we need. Kevin Iro, two passes, dropped two balls, a beautiful break from Gregory here. Just what Sean Edwards. Now, do you think he's 100% well? He does well here, flips round Anderson as though he's not there. What a lovely, lovely move this was, and a great try. I think later on in the season he'd have finished that off, but just watch the big fella here now. Kevin Iro, he's looking round, he's a big lad, 16 stone. He thinks, well, it's now or never. Power, weight, good try.
And Henderson Gill to take the goal. He's only got 12 this season. Wigan have been swapping around with their kicks, and he's missed it. Well, that could be costly in the end. Just 15 minutes to half-time. Wigan 4, Halifax 0.
Well, this to me was a very, very good try. Sean Edwards just tackled short, and Kevin Iro, big, strong lad. He knows what he's got in his mind. He knows what he's going to do, and does it great.
Yes, we were just saying how it needed one personality to bring the game to life, and it's certainly there now. As you were saying, Alec, I think Sean Edwards would have finished that off himself 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yes, he would actually, Ray. He's certainly not striding out, but having said that, you know, you normally get when a side scores, it relieves a little bit of the tension and helps you to settle down a little bit quicker. What Halifax will have to do now is reply immediately, otherwise there could be big problems.
Wigan, I think, attempting to draw in this Halifax pack. 3 of them there, having to come in the middle to take Shelford out. And certainly running Graham Eadie about the pitch. Yes, Graham Eadie does, as long as Graham Eadie doesn't move, they can't encroach in that 5-yard area. And an interesting duel here between the two fullbacks. Reminds me of the old days, Alec, in the 50s when we used to watch the kicking duels.
Yes, and it's very important then. It just shows you who was the coolest under pressure, Joe Lydon or Graham Eadie. Graham Eadie thought about it, realised that Joe was out of position and put the ball deep and put him back under pressure.
Hanley Oh, good run from Hanley now then. This boy certainly has the pace to go all the way. He's got Tony Ilo outside him. Graham Eady inside him. Back to brother Kevin, but he's lost it. And what a chance gone begging there again. Play on, says Mr. Lindop. I think Colin Whitfield there, well, Colin Whitfield was just content to get the ball. But another chance gone begging there for Wigan. But certainly down this right flank, these two Iro brothers, I certainly wouldn't like to be marking them. We've got Kevin at 6'2" and 15 stone. We've got Tony at 6'3" and 16 stone. That's 31 stone forming a wing partnership. That's a bad ball, and it's Wigan's ball. Ian Potter. Suddenly Halifax composure gone. They've got to hang on in here now. Brian Case to Potter. Sensibly held on. He knows another 4 tackles to come. Gregory. He runs around like a little will-o'-the-wisp with this character. Real competitor. Edwards again. Hanley.
Can't help thinking, Ray, that Wigan are playing a little bit tight down the middle. You know, they've opened the ball out twice and they've cut Halifax to pieces. You'd think with the people like Bell and Henderson Gill outside, they'd give them plenty of ball.
Gregory. Oh, that's a beautiful ball from Gregory to Dean Bell. This looks good. Henderson Gill at the corner. That's a magnificent try. It came out of nothing. Henderson Gill scored it, but let's harken back to that pass from Andy Gregory. It was a beauty, and Bell raced onto it.
Well, what a cracking little ball this is. Just watching, magician, what a lovely ball, slips it round the man. I just said about this fella Bell, he's dangerous, and he needs chances like that. Andy finishes this very, very well. We'll see the big flash, the big smile as well.
Yes, and I think there, Ali, we see something of Henderson Gill's strength. He might not be the fastest of wings, but he's certainly one of the strongest, isn't he?
No, yes, he put that try away very, very nicely indeed, Ray, because when Dean Bell put the ball to him, it still had to be scored.
And Wigan changing the kicker again, Joe Lydon. 24 goals to his credit this season. And I think this has been a problem all season with Wigan. They've lacked a really consistent goal kicker. They had David Stevenson, but of course he was transferred to Leeds earlier in the season. And this, a difficult kick for Lydon, right out on the touchline there. There is quite a strong breeze got up now, but nowhere near. So, 8 points to 0 for Wigan. Kevin Iro trying the 26th minute, and now Gill in the 30th minute.
And it's amazing, mate, both times they've used the short ball to break Halifax down, and once they moved the ball out wide, it looked very, very easy indeed.
And doesn't he look ready for action? And I think now, Alex, a very crucial time for Halifax. They've got to hang, it's like the boxer on the ropes, isn't it? I think they've got to hang on in here now in this.
Oh yes, it'd be absolutely lethal if they let Wigan through again.
Well, here is a chance, it's Tony Iro. He's got Dean Bell. But tremendous play from Wigan now. Bell to Kevin Iro. Kevin Iro is going for that line. He's going to beat Robinson. He's got the size to hold him off. And he's in. Oh, what a run there from Kevin Iro. That's really sending those Wigan fans into raptures.
Well, I did say this, and this is what I said. Bell again, just watch Iro here. Big, powerful lad. Not only is he strong, he's got some pace as well. Young Robinson does his best. It's not going to be good enough. Whips his hand out. Good try.
Yes, in fact, it's the sheer strength of this lad that took him over. 19 years of age, this lad. Already a test rugby player with New Zealand. And he had the strength to push off Steve Robinson, but let's give some credit to that young lad Robinson, the scrum half. We should ask ourselves, where was the back three of the pack? They should be there for the Gill try and for the Iro try. Young Robinson was left on his own. And suddenly this game going away from Halifax. 12 points to nil for Wigan. Joe Lydon's going to go short. It does, just underneath the bar. 12 points to nil then for Wigan.
And this is a very, very good try here. Dean Bell holds the ball now. Watch Kevin Ido, a big, strong lad. Blisters through. He's got tremendous pace. He's got young Robinson chasing. No chance. Good try.
So Halifax, the Challenge Cup holders, on the ropes at the moment. But there's a lot of grit. There's a lot of fire in this Yorkshire side. I've seen them come back before.
I think now, Ray, you can see what a try does to people. You know, they now all want to run with the ball over. Before they were struggling a little bit, getting their act together. Everybody in the side has got a little bit extra strength in the legs, and I can imagine Graham Lowe on the bench now would be feeling very, very happy. He doesn't show it, does he? You wouldn't think his side had just scored 3 tries, would you?
He's a bit different to you on the bench, isn't he?
Well, I must admit, I show my feelings a little bit better than that.
Kiss. And suddenly there's a surge of power in these Wigan forwards. Just look at that boy, Nicky Kiss. Kiss was telling me that his surname Kiss means little in Hungarian. Well, 14 stone, there's nothing little about that lad. Oh, well taken by Graham Eady. To Whitfield. Just 5 minutes to half-time. Halifax have got to make good use of this ball. They've got to hold it. They've got to slow the game down. They can't afford to be playing this game at 100 miles an hour with a team like Wigan.
I think at the moment, Ray, Halifax are playing one-man football. They're just driving the ball in and one man in support. They really need to put some pace behind it. And, you know, Wigan have got the pace on the outside. They're using it when they make the breaks. Halifax are not.
I think one of Halifax's problems could be that the ball distribution now of Les Holliday sadly lacking since his departure from the game. Pendlebury. Good play from Hanley. Interesting to see Ellery Hanley back there in a defensive situation. Good loose forward play. Now then, this is better. Halifax got a 3-2 here. Here's 2-1. Tony Anderson. Good tackle by Sean Edwards. That's good stand-off play. Coming from behind your forwards. But a chance now for Halifax to put some points on the board. Neil Jones. Nella. Oh, he's lost it. Halifax really wanted to keep possession there. Physiotherapist Keith Mills just having a look to a knock for Ellery Hanley there, but I don't think it's too much. Goodwin having a powerful game this second row. Eady. He's certainly taking those balls well as Graham Eady. Anything down the middle to him is taken well. And what a tremendous athlete at 35 years of age. Robinson. Scott. This is good play from Halifax. I think they were on the rack and they've come back. They've steadied it down, and it's good professional play.
Yes, they've not given up the ghost, Ray. But like I said, they could do with the score now. And the most important thing is with these 4 points and 2 points for a goal, you know, it soon brings you back into the game. But I don't think Halifax will be too pleased with that little performance.
No, play on the referee Fred Lindop, playing advantage after the knock-on. just 2 minutes to half-time. Wigan still looking for further points. Moving in out, Dean Bell. Shelford. And I think maybe Shelford wondered why he received that ball. Gregory again, a little dynamo. He took the ball on his own, he's looking for Gill. And he's very difficult to put down, this scrum half. He's a really little chunky nugget. Under 6 tackle. Will we see testing Graham Eady again? Gregory certainly wanted the ball, but that's a good ball out to Gill, missing the man to Dean Bell, to Edwards. Beautiful play to Lydon. That's a try. That's what Wigan can do. They can snatch a try from anywhere. Such are the personalities in that back division. Just look at those youngsters and children there.
Well,
to admire this.
A top-class try from a top-class team. What a magnificent piece of football here. A beautiful ball from Dean Bell. You'll have to go a long, long way to see better tries than this. Joe Lydon just has a little juggle with it. Once he sees the line, he's like a rocket.
And that's the beauty of having a player with the speed of Joe Lydon to come up like that. Good try there. Now then, who's going to take this kick? It looks like Andy Gregory. So we've had Henderson Gill, we've had Joe Lydon, and now Andy Gregory. Well, he's got 11 goals to his credit. He might only have little legs, but I think he might have the strength to put this one over. 4 tries to Wigan and no goals so far. And he's missed it. He's hit the post. So 4 tries, not a goal, but I don't think it will bother Wigan just at the moment. 16 points to 0 into injury time in this first half. And just
Isn't this nice, Ray? Look at this. Now look at the policeman there just walking round. They've let all the supporters come round and sit on the dog track. That's how much confidence they've got in these supporters. What a great thing to see.
Yeah, it's a very well disciplined crowd. Good way. And there it is, the half-time hooter. A magnificent performance for Wigan. 4 sparkling tries. This boy, Tony Iro, didn't get his name on the score sheet, but his brother did. Kevin got 2, Henderson Gill 1 and Joe Lydon. But I think Coach Graham Lowe will have 1 or 2 things to say, perhaps to Joe Lydon, Henderson Gill and Andy Gregory about that goal kicking. 16 points to 0, but the question will be, will that goal kicking prove costly in the end? No changes in either side, just some sad news about Les Holiday, knee ligament trouble and a badly swollen ankle. And Henderson Gill, well, he doesn't look too unhappy about that goal. I think the try has made his day, but he'll be looking for some more. Des Lynam was saying at half-time he couldn't remember a score as large as 16-0 at half-time. Well, it does take some beating. It goes back to 1978 with Leeds. They came back from 10 points in arrears. So Halifax really have a struggle on their hands. And I think an indication, Alec, only 8 scrums in that first half. It just shows something about the pace of the match, doesn't it?
Yes, there's been a lot of good football, Ray, and you know, it's warm out there. It's very, very close, and you know, some of the lads really, you know, don't fancy putting their heads in the pack. But I think it's been a cracking game, and it just shows you what class there is in this Wigan side.
And Kevin Iro, 2 tries already in the first half and 1 disallowed. And we're away again. 16 points to 0 then. Wigan lead. The 4 tries and yet to put the first goal over the crossbar. Alec, what do you think coach Chris Anderson could have said to Halifax. He's got to really inspire them, hasn't he?
Well, whatever he said, Ray, we'll see in a couple of minutes whether it's worked or not. But what a job to have to do. I mean, we did it against Wigan this year, and we came from 24 points down in the second half and come out winners. But I don't think Halifax at this moment in time look as though they're going to break Wigan down. Wigan are playing good football, moving the ball out wide and playing it tight up the middle.
Young Robinson to put the ball in. That's a good heel too. Pendlebury. Grogan. This lad Grogan, the Australian, he is one lad in this Halifax side, the number 6, with the pace to trouble Wigan. And Halifax really got to get back in this game now in this first 5 or 6 minutes of the second half. Keith Nelly. John Pendlebury changed his jersey at half-time. Forgot to put his number on though, number 13. Meredith. In fact, I think that's the first time we've seen young Meredith, isn't it?
Yes, it's unfortunate. He's not had many running chances, and that is the problem when things are not going right for you. Everything seems to go wrong, and Sean Edwards is just having a look at Mick. He's dead upset about that. But I'm not surprised if Fred Lidnock doesn't play the handover, because it was the 6th tackle.
Yeah, it's taking confusion there in the Halifax ranks. I think they thought it was a knock-on and a scrum down, but an infringement beyond the 5th or 6th tackle is a handover. Keeps the ball in motion. Hanley doesn't really relish playing at loose forward, Harry Hanley. His favourite position is at stand-off, but he's such a powerful player. He scored 30 tries in 17 matches in that loose forward position, and that's a beautiful ball. Well, it was a forward pass, it was well intended, and Adrian Shelford racing away, and doesn't he look annoyed? But I think one or two of our viewers in New Zealand will be pleased with this lad's display. 4 Kiwis in this Wigan side, the 2 Iro brothers, Adrian Shelford and Dean Bell. Gregory coming away again without the ball. Graham Eady. Graham Eady next season to be the player coach here at Halifax. Scott. Certainly still a lot of effort, a lot of fire in this Halifax pack, making a real gallant effort to get back in the game. To Dixon. Not seen an awful lot of Paul Dixon, considering he's a Great Britain tourist, Alec.
No, and it's interesting to see the pattern of play by Halifax. It's still exactly the same. They're bringing the forwards down the middle, and they're not running onto the ball and running into the gaps. They're just playing 1-2 rugby, ball back inside.
Meredith. And the 6th tackle. That's a good up and under. Very good one, but well taken by Lydon. Very, very well positioned by Lydon, and helped up with the Halifax opposition. And again, the ruling now, if you take the ball in the in-goal area, tap on the 25.
Taking a lot of steam out of him, Adrian Shelford, Ray. He's driving the ball up the middle and, taking 2 or 3 men to pull him down.
Yes, he's the old-fashioned workhorse forward, isn't he, Alan? That was a good tackle from Wilkinson. The ball went behind Kevin Iro, though. But they're so big, these 2 boys. Must be the biggest wing partnership ever to play here at Wembley. I can remember as a youngster back in 1953 watching Lionel Cooper play on the wing there for Huddersfield, and he was a very big man, but I can't remember a wing and centre like these 2. Perhaps Llewellyn and Gullick. Don Gullick for St Helens, who also played in that 53 final.
I think this is where you find now, Ray, Wigan, this is where they'll be trying the moves. They have a lot of game plans, and this would be the ideal opportunity to have a go for one.
Well, it's like a game of chess, Alec.
I would think, Ray, you'd have to go to night school to even understand that.
6 O-levels to play in the pack at Wigan. Good way. Wigan keeping the play going to the same side, always good in rugby league. Keep the ball moving to the same side. That's where the cover have been drawn out of position. Edwards, that's a good ball, it's a good way for a forward pass. Well, every time I say that's a good ball, it's a well-intended ball. Beautifully slipped pass, but there's no escaping this man's eagle eye. He may be in his final match of a great rugby league career, but he's still as sharp as ever. And that's a good scrummage. But Gregory was first down. Edwards wanting the ball, directing. Bell. Kevin Iro again. He's so powerful, this boy. Just can't give him a yard. Edwards again to Gregory. These two little half-backs marshalling the whole affair. Beautiful pass to Gregory. To Edwards again. Pressured again on this Halifax side. It's these two half-backs all the time. Gregory. Beautiful ball. What a pass to Tony Iro. He just had to stroll him. He could have caught that ball in a basket. Beautifully delivered by Gregory. 6 minutes gone.
If you want to see class, Ray, just look at this. This is a brilliant bit of rugby, this. No problem. Look where the ball. He can shut his eyes and catch that. Tony Iro just cannot believe it. How easy and how simple.
And I think that our Australian viewers, Alec, will be relishing the performance of Edwards and Gregory at half-back. They'll be looking forward to seeing these two in the summer in Sydney, won't they?
Well, obviously, Andy Gregory for me is having a magnificent game. He's behind everything what's going on.
And Henderson Gill then now with a second chance to put the ball for the first time between the posts for Wigan. 20 points to nil, 5 tries, looking for the first goal. And it's still not there. Well, it's not very often you can say at Wembley that to miss 5 goals and be unconcerned, but Wigan with a scoreline of 20 points to nil, they can be.
You'll have to look at the priceless game this Andy Gregory's having, Ray. He held the ball, and him and Sean, are just running the old three-quarter line. They know they've got a lot of pace outside. They're drawing Halifax in and moving the ball out wide.
And substitute there, Dick Fairbank, one of 5 rugby league playing brothers all came from the Elland Amateur Club at Halifax, and I think this Fairbank actually is necessary at this stage. He's a rough, rumbustious forward who might shake one or two of this Wigan side, but look at Lydon go here, reminiscent of those 2 great tries when he won the Lance Todd. He's got Hanley inside him. He's going all the way. What a try! That must be one of the all-time great tries at Wembley. We had the try earlier in grandstand between Ken Large and Tom van Vollenhoven. That was the full length of the field. And here is another one.
Well, this has got to be the try of the year, this. What a magnificent piece of rugby league by Joe Lydon. Just watch Tony Iro, Kevin Iro, Tony Iro. Hanley. Now just watch what he does. He keeps ebbing away, sideways. He knows the line's coming, and it just comes quick enough. What a brilliant try.
A try created by the lad, masterful back, out of nothing. And I know that Mal Reilly is going to think that these two men, Ellery Hanley and Joe Lydon, he can use them so well this summer. And again we try. Now then, dare Andy Gregory miss this one? Again, it's beneath the post. 24 points to nil. And it's there, a huge roar from the Wigan contingent at the back. A wry smile from Gregory.
Well, have a look at this again. This is absolutely first class. What a brilliant piece of rugby this is. Joe Lydon knew he didn't have the legs, but watch Ellery. You think he's going out to the ground, but he's not. He knows the line's coming. That's a very, very, very good try indeed.
£26 points to nil then for Wigan, and only 10 minutes gone. This really is annihilation for Halifax.
The worst thing about it now is, Ray, Wigan know that wide outside they've got pace to burn, and they've nobody in the Halifax team who can turn around and catch them, so this will only give Wigan more and more confidence.
Yes, everybody in the Wigan side wants to get into the act. Oh, lovely little chip kick. Just look at that for rugby. The skills, they've got 4 men lining up. But a good tackle. And what a good game Graham Eady has had. They said that he's lost a yard of pace, but my word, he's never lost the positional sense. And a drop out. Tony Anderson taking no chances.
It's interesting to see this fella. Look at him, he never shuts up. He's like that all the game. He's a great competitor, and what a game he's having.
And the pressure still on Halifax. They just can't get away from this relentless speed of Wigan. Been looking for a long drop out from Whitfield, but it's not. Potter, one of the unsung heroes of the Wigan side, Ian Potter, the great tackling machine in their second row. And Halifax got to pull something together, really got to grit the teeth, put the tackles in, hold Wigan out. And I think what I'd like to see, Alec, is the two centres of Halifax coming in sharply from the outside to try to cut Wigan down.
Yeah, I think they're lacking a general way, you know, there's no doubt about it. What's going on with Halifax is they're not putting two passes together, and they're a little bit down there. Just have a look at now as you're walking back, there's a lot of the forwards who've got their heads down, you know, we know it's going to be a big score, and I think they've accepted defeat, and that's bad.
McCallion. Little Gregory in there for the tacklers as well. That was good pass. Now then, Bob Grogan. Graham Eady just getting that right leg to the ball, having time to recover. And Halifax suddenly being forced to play themselves at 100 mile an hour, when really it's not their style. They're more used to forward play, the two half-backs running off them. But Wigan now slipping into fifth gear. Henderson Gill.
I think this is the position, Ray, from where Wigan will launch most of their attacks. You know, it's the short ball what's doing it, and Gregory, 9 times out of 10, is the little man who supplies it, and then he pops up Sean Edwards.
Yes. Here's Gregory again, that first receiver. It's interesting too, he's calling all the shots for these forwards. Shelford, Case, Potter. Well, Dixon coming away with the ball.
I think the occasion, Ray, has really got to some of these players, you know.
Neil James. Halifax definitely lacking Les Holiday in this pack. There's not the ball distribution, there's not the free-flowing movement that we usually associate with their pack. It's one-man rugby. Pendlebury.
See, there's nobody in support, Ray. They know that, you know, to pull this back is going to be a miracle.
That's a testing kick there from Whitfield. Good kick, forcing Wigan back. Gill beats one man. But doesn't beat the prop forward, number 8 there, Neil James. So, respite at last for Halifax. Good way. Tremendous singing, ringing around this famous Wembley Stadium from Wigan. Eady again. James.
They're not only playing well now, Ray, Wigan, they're tackling well also, you know, but this Halifax is just driving the ball down on Wigan, is suiting Wigan down to the ground.
Wilkinson now then, Tony Anderson, a chance to hit back, and he does, yes! Good play, Tony Anderson, suddenly put into space. 15 minutes gone in the second half, and at last the Halifax fans have something to shout about.
Well, this will make it feel a little bit better. A beautiful ball here from Wilkinson, and Tony Anderson has to finish this, you know. This is a good try. Joe Lydon's coming across. He has confidence to take him on the outside. Good try.
Certainly got pace, this boy, Tony Anderson. That's his 16th try of the season. Very consistent scorer. 26 points to 4 now for Wigan.
Dare we say it, Ray, that could there be a comeback on the cards?
Well, it would need to be a big comeback. And a very difficult kick for Colin Whitfield, but he's a regular kicker. 72 goals this season. And certainly he's kicked many from the touchline in his career. And I think he would like this one. Used to play for Wigan. One of these kickers who likes to get the instep right underneath the ball, tries to loft it high, almost like a golf tee there, that sand. So, Whitfield, third attempt. Always likes that last look at the post, steadies himself. Oh, and it's a lovely kick. That's a beauty. That's the difference between a class goal kicker and 2 or 3 lads having the job thrust upon them as in the Wigan side.
Well, this is the try again. It's Tony Anderson here. Beautiful ball from Wilkinson. Now have a look. This kid's got some pace. He has confidence. Not many does that to Lydon. Good try.
So that's a little bit better for Halifax now. 26 points to 6. Should give them some heart.
By moving the ball out wide, Ray, as they did then, that's the only way they're going to get any change out of Wigan. If they play down the middle, they've got no chance at all. Moving the ball out wide, at least there's a little glimmer of hope. And this fella now must be a little bit better, must feel a little bit better. They've got the first points on the board, and they'll be happy about that.
That's a good move. John Pendlebury read it well though. Did well there, loose forward John Pendlebury. Scott. Good, solid, driving, forceful player, Mick Scott. Very experienced lad. Nella. The problem for Halifax is that whenever they kick this ball downfield, such as now, they've got a man with Lydon, with pace there, who can pick the ball up and suddenly run the thing back at you. But not this time, not this time. Well up there, Bob Grogan. Gill. I get the feeling, Alec, Wigan have relaxed.
Yes, I think they've took a little bit of the pressure off, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't come back for a final 10-minute burst, because you know, you can get a little bit too confident. They have been playing some magnificent football. It's hard to just bring it back on the boil again.
Well, here's the man to bring it back on the ball, Gregory. But he miskicked. Then he tried to blame somebody else. Now then, Dixon. And the Halifax crowd getting behind their favourites now. Scott! And suddenly this Wigan tackling, it's lost its sharpness, it's lost its bite. Little scrum half shouldn't be tackling there, 10 or 15 yards from the line. Paul Dixon. A try here would surely put the pressure back on Wigan. Pendlebury, that's a good dummy. But just looking there, Andy Gregory again, he's having to do the tackling. Where are the forwards? No, well intended by John Pendlebury. Almost fooled Wigan. 20 minutes left.
I think, Ray, from where Halifax was then, I think they'd have been a lot better just playing the ball back. That was only the third tackle, and I think it was a little bit rash by John Pennybury.
Hanley. Sensibly taking the ball away from the posts. Shelford. Wigan will be looking for the big kick downfield. They'll take in Martin Meredith. Eadie. Scott. Had a good game since he came on as substitute. A different role to Les Holiday, Ali. But
yes, he's more solid than Les. Ray's a different kind of forward. Les Holiday plays with the ball, and Mick, will run through the gap. But Halifax seem as though, they want to start running with the ball a little bit now. It would be a lot better if they just moved a little bit farther wide.
I'd say it's good tackling on the outside that's stopping Halifax from moving this wide. Wilkinson now then. But Edwards comfortably had Wilkinson for pace. The sixth tackle. Halifax have got to swing it to Furbank. And I think he forgot. I think Dick Furbank forgot to count the 6 tackles. He saw the line. He's a forward. He looked for the try. Tony Iro. Well, that was a silly pass. I think for all the power and the strength of these lads, we mustn't forget that they are relatively inexperienced at the top flight. Tony Iro there, the number 2, came over this season as an amateur and just asked brother Kevin to have a trial at Wigan, and now he's at Wembley. And only the second scrum this half, Ollie.
Yes, it's incredible, Ray. The ball has been moved about very, very well indeed, and it's incredible. I think we've only had 2 penalties all the game. I think we'll find now that Halifax will put a little bit of pressure on Wigan and put it into the corner.
And all credit to this Halifax side. I think many a side would have come out at half-time facing a 16-0 deficit and probably thrown the towel in, but not these Yorkshiremen. Neil James. Nella, that was good play to Eadie. Just couldn't get the ball out though. Well spotted by Kevin Iro. He's trying to get his leg out. Iro trying to get his leg out of his trap there. Nothing malicious. This is good play. Grogan. Scott. But one of the features of this Wigan defence is how quickly the 2 centres creep up. Very much like a pincer movement, swinging around. Just look at this here now. Watch the Wigan move in. There's the centre, but there's the overlap. Oh, well picked up. At this point, Grogan having a good second half. Number 6 and Chris Anderson, I think, can be pleased with this second half performance. And Andy Goodwin not quite realising what happened there. The ball kicked direct to him. He was stood in the goal area, so he gets the 25 yards without running. Tony Iro. Hanley. Moving out wide now, Ellery Hanley, looking for the gaps out there. I think he's sniffing for the few tries. Gregory again, oh, beautiful break to Edwards. Now then, he's got Gill on his left, he's got Bell inside him. Oh, and Hanley, it looked to forward, but Bell's got it and he's going in. It's a try. Another 75, 80-yard try. The ball looks slightly to go forward, but referee Fred Lindholm's in a better position than me.
Well, it'd be interesting to see this pass here from Sean Edwards. To me, it looked about 3 or 4 yards forward, but take nothing away. Just watch the ball, watch where he takes the bell, and he passes the ball now. Does that look forward? It does, but have a look for this one. Ellery being a little bit too confident, a little bit luckier to get a try, Wigan, but Dean Bell finished it off well. And let's accept that.
And that's the difference between these two sides. When Halifax make a break, they can be caught. When Wigan make a break, it doesn't matter if it's 70, 80, even 90 yards out, they cannot be caught. And with speedmen like this lad, Dean Bell, that's the difference. And that's the problem for Halifax. 30 points to 6. And Joe Lyden. Yes, calmly slots it over. Just the second goal of the match. 32 points to 6 now. And 14 minutes to go. Potter. Oh, it's this little man Gregory again, surely a candidate for the Lance-Todd. Sean Edwards had to come that side. I don't think really, Alec, he's had a magnificent game, but just not quite trusting that hamstring, is he?
No, he's not stretched his leg all afternoon, and I think 3 months ago Sean would have finished him in a canter.
And what a kick. Can one say any more? No, he's offside. But tremendous coordination there between Andy Gregory. Beautiful kick. What a performance this man is having.
He's had a magnificent game, Ray, hasn't he? Really, he's really been in everything. He's looking at. He'll be disappointed if not scored, you know.
He's like a conductor, Alex, sort of orchestrating the whole affair, isn't he?
Yes, he's in everything. He wants to play the trumpet and play the drums and a bit of leader as well.
And I'm sure he knows that the highest score here at Wembley, 38 points by Wakefield Trinity against Hull in 1960, and I think Wigan will be looking for that. 12 minutes left, 6 points to score for Wigan to equal that. That's tremendous power. Scott. Wilkinson had a good strong game, this boy in Wilkinson. Took some tackling. I think that's why Mal really picked him to the Great Britain squad. This is good. Oh, beautiful dummy from James, and he's in. Yes, he's in. Never say die, Halifax. They may be taking a crushing defeat here, but they're not giving up.
Well, this is a good effort from Neil James. You know, he's a big lad, and to score a try this late on in the game, he keeps hold of the ball, he comes inside, he's got strength, he's got power, and he'll be pleased with that.
And I think that was an example, Alec, of his old days in the second row, his second row pace there. We don't expect that from a prop forward, but he's made a very, very good transition to the front row in the last 3 months. Colin Whitfield again, the same side of the pitch, but a much easier kick this time. About 15 yards out. And no problem to Whitfield. His 74th goal of the season. Calm, cool kicker. 10 minutes left. Wigan 32, Halifax 12. And I wonder how that man's feeling. Steve Hampson, 3 times he's missed Wembley with a breakage, this time a broken arm, but he must be delighted for his teammates. Now, what sort of a kick-off will we see this time from Wigan? Will it be the short one for Hanley or the long one? It's the long. To Meredith.
I'm very surprised Halifax, Ray, have not moved this ball about to this lad. You know, he's only had one decent ball all afternoon, and because he has got some pace, and when they've moved the ball out wide, they've looked pretty good.
Yes, they've certainly contributed to a very, very good final again. Some excellent tries, and just at the time when I think we kept feeling, Alec, that Halifax were going under, they've come back, haven't they?
Yes, they've never said die, and you know, that's the nice thing about it. You know, they've played and competed till the end, and you know, with Wigan, they've got to do that because they're such a good side and full of individual players.
Another one lost his boot. They're almost like carpet slippers, the boots that they wear these days. Dixon stealing the ball. You can do, as long as the man's going forward with the ball, until the referee shouts held, you can steal it. Nick Furbank. A fine record for that Furbank family. The 5 of them all played for the Barlow British Amateur Rugby League international side. And the father, Jack, a great forward with Leeds in the 50s. 8 minutes left, 32 points to 12 for Wigan, and it looks as if Halifax are more eager for tries, Alex.
Yes, well, I think you'll find out, Ray, that there's any problems at all. Wigan just switch the button and you know, bring the power back on, and you know, they really know now they cannot lose this game, but it would be nice for them not to give any more silly tries away.
In fact, Halifax have had all the pressure this second half, apart from that spell midway through, but they just haven't got that finishing power of Wigan. Furbank, and here they are again, these forwards. Furbank, Scott, Neller, big hearts under these blue and white hoop jerseys. That's a good ball to McCallie, and he just couldn't get it away, the lad. He was caught in a quandary there, Seamus McCallie, and the lad from the Mould Green Amateur Club in Huddersfield, and that's a good kick again. Well covered by Gill. And you wouldn't think at this stage, Alec, that Wigan were winning by 32-12, would you?
No, not the way Halifax are now beginning to press. Maybe there's a little bit of pride at stake now, Ray. I don't think even Halifax realise they can win this game. But having said that, they don't want to go down to the record score, so they want to put a few more points on the board. It will look a lot better.
No, a forward doesn't want to be catching a ball at this stage in a Wembley Challenge Cup final. But he's played his heart out, that lad, Nick Scott. So, Wigan head and ball. And I noticed Wigan substitute Jed Byrne coming on. And I think it may be that we might see Sean Edwards being substituted. I think he's still got a few problems with that hamstring. I think he wants to make sure he gets on that Great Britain tour that leaves on May the 16th. I don't think he wants to tear the hamstring again.
I think it might also be, Ray, that you know, they let this kid have a game, you know, for the last 10 minutes. You know, he's not been on the park, he's never done it before. He's a local lad, and I think he'll do him a world of good. And Goodway looks to be in trouble.
And Sean Edwards is being substituted. I think it's just a precautionary measure. Just 5 minutes to go. No point in risking aggravating what's been a niggling hamstring injury. And nice to see Jed Byrne coming on. Wigan signed him at the beginning of the season, £40,000 from Salford, a local lad. And he's performed well when they've had a lot of injuries this year. Meredith. Just straight into the tackle, Jed Byrne. Scott. Always been eager, always been keen to take the ball up this forward mixed-up. Pendlebury, Dick Fairbank. Oh, and that was a tackle. Well, I think Jed Byrne's been really working up an appetite on that bench. 4 minutes left. 32-12 for Wigan. The 18th Challenge Cup final for Wigan in their history. Very proud record, this club. Oh, Lydon beats the two of them. Now then, he goes round Scott to Henderson Gill. Just couldn't take the ball. But that'll be a knock-on. I think Gill knew it would be a try. And I think what's happening now, Sean Wayne coming on. Obviously, coach Graham Lowe is giving both of these substitutes a chance to appear on this famous Wembley turf. And Ian Potter going off. Keith Neller still got some fitness left in there, and enough to win the ball. 3 minutes to go. Graham Eady. Dixon. Neller. And all credit to this Halifax side. Just when they've looked to be going down, they've come back, they've confounded us. Lydon.
I think Joe then Ray looked at the length of the field and said, this is far enough, I've been there 3 or 4 times today.
Yes, I don't think he'll mind somebody else running, will he? Oh, that's a nice little chip, but he was obstructed. 2 minutes left for Wigan to equal the highest score here at Wembley by Wakefield Trinity. 38 points. And this little man, number 7 there, the man of the match, Lance Todd Trophy winner, the trophy named after Lance Todd, the very famous New Zealand player and Salford manager who tragically died in a car accident, and the trophy living in his memory.
He's really deserved that man of the match, Ray, hasn't he? He's been in everything, he's made tries, he's absolutely had a super game, and he'll probably enjoy that, and let's hope he can produce that kind of form in Australia.
Yes, and he was the favourite. He was the bookmaker's favourite this morning at 6-1 for it, and he certainly lived up to it. But I think he's more eager to get some points on the board. I don't think he's too happy at the moment with this casualness of Wigan. Wilkinson. Fairbank, powerful lad, but just not had the strength to break through this Wigan cover. Pendlebury again. Neller, that's good tackling. Brian Case, number 8 there, had a very powerful performance in the prop forward position. Scott, that's a good ball to Dixon. Just look at Gregory there. Like one of those little flies that you can't quite get rid of. You keep swatting at them when you're on the beach on holiday. It won't go away. Well, Gregory's just like that. 40 minutes gone, into injury time now. And I think these players will welcome the final whistle. It's been a hectic match, played at tremendous pace. And there it is, there's the hooter. Referee Fred Lindop puts the whistle to his mouth. Andy Gregory, the Lance Todd Trophy winner. And the winners of the 1988 Silk Cup Challenge Cup final. Wigan. Dean Bell, what a good performance he's given. And a lot of this crowd coming on the pitch, and it's interesting to hear the rest of the crowd chanting off the pitch.
Man, isn't that nice to see? Just look as though there is some people on the crowd, but you watch them how quickly they disappear. The rest of the spectators are saying, get off the ground, let's get on with the presentation.
Yes, one of the problems has been the overspill. Such a huge crowd here, they had to seat the people around the dog track. And what a good example. Most of them now leaving the arena clear for the players. And a great effort from Halifax. Chris Anderson going out for commiseration to his players. And Sean Edwards, the captain, substituted 5 minutes before the time, but he'll be there for the cup. Graham Lowe, the Kiwi coach, this was the only trophy that he hasn't won in 2 years. He's achieved everything in 2 years that many coaches do in a lifetime, and that's the camaraderie between these players. Graham Eady bringing his players to one side so as not to detract from Wigan's great day. Ellery Hanley, Wigan loose forward, just quietly congratulating his lads. Nicky Kiss, the number 9, absolutely delighted, and what a part Kevin Iro's played there, number 3. Wigan setting now a record 8th Wembley win, the 9th win in total.
I think there'll be 1 or 2 champagne corks just going rainbow when they get in that dressing room.
A wonderful record, this proud Lancashire club. And let's not forget Halifax in this. There's an inscription over the dressing room at Drum Hall, Halifax. It says, let only those enter to do so with pride and determination to uphold the traditions of this club. And these lads, despite the defeat, they've done just that. They've given their all, and it wasn't just good enough. And there's one lad who gave his all in the earlier round, Steve Hampson. We've seen him give some tremendous performances at Central Park. Unluckily, couldn't be out on the field. And Wigan, led by Sean Edwards, the youngest player ever to play at Wembley in 1984, at the tender age of 17 years. And now the youngest ever captain to walk these steps to lift the trophy. 21 years of age, and this man has done everything in the game. A record 8th Wembley win for Wigan, the 9th in their history. And Sean Edwards to receive the cup through His Excellency the Honourable Douglas McClellan, the High Commissioner for Australia. Will he lift it? There he does. He's still got the strength. Tremendous support from Wigan. Average gates of 15,000 this year. Congratulations from the Wigan chairman on the left there, Maurice Lindsay. And the cup traditionally passed around. Good performance from Sean Edwards and Joe Lydon at fullback. I think he showed the pace that will be invaluable in Australia this summer. And just look at Nicky Kiss. All heart. Henderson Gill, Andy Gregory, the little man who did so much. Kevin Iro, what a dream season that boy's had. Andy Goodway. And Bob Ashbiddy. president of the Rugby Football League. 38 clubs kicked off these Challenge Cup rounds back in January. We had 4 amateur sides and Wigan triumphant. They also take the £18,000 prize money. And Dean Bell, never played at Wembley before, great experienced Kiwi centre. And very nice to see these 2 young Wigan lads, Wayne and Byrne, on the field.
Yes, it just shows you what it means, Ray. Adrian Shelford here, we have the big lad, the New Zealand lad. You know, this is, and he gives a little wave to the camera, but take nothing away.
And isn't that a nice touch by Halifax? The first time I've seen the mascot being allowed to come up here for a shake of hands. Tremendous day for that little lad. And another good day too for Graham Eady. Last season's Lance Todd Trophy winner came out of retirement again to lead them. Martin Meredith and Bob Grogan. How well that lad tried that standoff in the second half, Bob Grogan. Tremendous effort. Dick Fairbank, Neil James. And Les Holiday. Mick Scott, youngster Robinson. What covering that lad did across the pitch. Tears in his eyes, but there's a lot of years to come. Keith Neller and Fred Lindop. Fred Lindop grasped that ball. He's allowed to keep it as the referee. Sadly, we won't see Fred Lindop in the professional game again. 50 years of age, 22 seasons in the game, and a record equalling 4th appearance. And not forgetting the touch judges, John Easter, Willie Walker and reserve referee Ray Tennant. Wonderful Wigan as they're known.
I think the nice thing now is, Ray, is just as we're going to see this lap of honour, Halifax are going round first, which is very, very nice to see. You know, they'll probably take it round first. Let Wigan have their moments of glory, the last one. But it's a nice thing. This is a lovely sight. Listen to the applause from the spectators. This is what rugby league's all about. They've been on, they've played hard for 80 minutes, and that's what they've got at the end of it. That's very, very nice to see.
It's nice to see the opposition appreciated by your opposing supporters. And Wigan giving Halifax the run. Tremendous performance then, and what a proud day for the St John Fisher High School in Wigan as Sean Edwards wins that trophy for a record 9th time.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you, Ray. And as we continue to enjoy these moments of triumph for Wigan, just a word with Maurice Bamford, the former Great Britain coach, and Martin of Fire, the top try scorer from Widnes this season, is still with us. Would you say it wasn't a one-sided game by any way in the end, was it? Because Halifax had their moments in the second half.
Yeah, I think the nails were put in the coffin in the first 40 minutes, Des. Halifax came back manfully in the second 40, but the damage had been done with those 4 tries. They stuck to the guns well. I think a little bit of a lack of pace showed in the long run. A lot of Wigan's tries were from far out, but certainly Halifax competed.
I thought they might have packed it in completely at half time, but they came back and showed some stuff.
Showed some spirit in the second half, yeah.
Right. Wigan, as far as you were concerned, Martin?
Yeah, the game went as I thought it would go. You know, early on it was very tight. You know, a bit of a forward battle, but in the end, Wigan's pace, you know, told Lyden, Gregory, and Sean Edwards, you know, just doing their stuff. So it went as much as I thought it would go.
Andy Gregory, man of the match, the scrum half. That was a right and proper decision, I would have thought.
Yeah, I think it was a foregone conclusion after the first 40 minutes. I think he definitely won the Lance Todd Trophy. It was my man of the match as well.
Splendid moments these, aren't they? Because I think, as Ray was pointing out, the Halifax fans are giving the Wigan players a great cheer as well, and the other way around too.
These are the moments that players who have just won the cup remember all their lives, Des. They don't quite sometimes remember the game
the
at
game
Wembley,
just passes
but
by.
they remember as soon as the hooter goes, they remember picking up the cup from the royal box, and they remember the lap of honour where sometimes it takes them 20 minutes to get down. That's the things they remember.
This is the most important day for a rugby league player, isn't it, of all?
Well, not only a player, all the administration, the coaching staff, the boards of directors, everyone concerned with the club that lifts the marvellous trophy. Right. It's a day, one-off in your life.
Well, Ellery Hanley is down there now with Harry Gratian. Let's hear from him.
Ellery, marvellous game, and you scored as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's an extra bonus. I'm absolutely
I'm absolutely thrilled for the Wigan spectators, the whole of Wigan, all the Wigan people who couldn't make it and watch on television. It's a great thrill for them.
Andy Gregory, quick word, Andy, marvellous performance, congratulations.
Thanks very much. Really enjoyed it. The lads were brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Go enjoy your lap of honour, lads, we're getting swamped here. Best we can do, Des.
Well, it's a little bit chaotic down there, to say the least. I didn't hear much of that. I don't know about you guys or you at home, but it's a bit difficult because the fans are down there at the moment. But they're all enjoying it. They're all having a good day. Of course, you'll be playing down under, Martin, with a few of these boys this coming summer, and I bet you're looking forward to that, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. They're showing Ellery showed there with his try, you know, and Gilly with his try, you know. They showed that, you know, Great Britain could do a few things. Certain areas of the press and certain skeptics, you know, a few of the so-called supporters, you know, are writing the boys off before they've even stepped on the plane. But I think it's not a foregone conclusion. I think we should just wait till summer comes and let the boys do their stuff down under.
That's Henderson Gill. Scored again today. Yes, I mean, you are the underdogs against Australia, aren't you?
Oh, very much so. I mean, we're going out there with nothing to lose, you know. We've just got to go out there and prove everyone wrong, including the Australians, give them a bit of a fright.
There's the man of the match. A Lance Todd Trophy. That's named, isn't it, after a famous New Zealand player of the past?
It is indeed. More a manager, more an administrator than a player, Des, but the New Zealander who came to this country did very well with Salford, and of course that's a prestigious award, the Lance Todd Trophy. The player of the match wins. Tremendous honour.
I must say I love this day because it's a great sporting day, and all right, we had a few fans run on the pitch at the end, but it was a minor incident, and people sing their hymns and they pay attention to the national anthem, and the crowd applaud the opposition, and it's what sport should be and used to be. And
it's business
nice
at the end, Des. It's people being on the pitch. Out of almost 100,000 people, well, about 100 people got
Ourselves a memory that is really, really special, and that's what it's all about. Unfortunately, it's finished. It's gone, bang, just like that. But you all know in your hearts how hard we worked for it, how hard you all worked for it, and everything we've planned to come off. So just on behalf of everyone at Wigan, the supporters, you know we've got the best supporters in the world, and on behalf of myself, Jeff, all the coaching staff, physio staff, and directors, thanks a lot, fellas. You really put on a great display today. You look superhuman. Great it was. Fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, good break by Gregory. Good ball to Edwards now then. He's got Edie, but he's got Whitfield outside him. Oh, he's beaten the ball of them. Has he got the pace, this lad? Not quite got the pace. Good recovery there by Colin Whitfield, but tremendous burst by young Edwards. Iro himself now then. This boy's certainly got the size, and he's over. Gregory. Oh, that's a beautiful ball from Gregory to Dean Bell. This looks good. Henderson Gill at the corner. That's a magnificent try. And I think now, Alex, a very crucial time for Halifax. They've got to hang. It's like the boxer on the ropes, isn't it? I think they've got to hang on in here now in this.
Oh yes, it'd be absolutely lethal if they let Wigan through again.
Well, here is a chance. It's Tony Iro. He's got Dean Bell. But tremendous play from Wigan now. Bell to Kevin Iro. Kevin Iro's going for that line. He's going to be Robinson. He's got the size to hold him off. And he's in. Oh, what a run there from Kevin Iro. Gregory certainly wanted the ball, but that's a good ball out to Gill. Missing the man to Dean Bell. To Edwards. Beautiful play to Lydon. That's a try. That's what Wigan can do. They can snatch a try from anywhere. Such are the personalities in that back division. Just look at those youngsters and children there. Pressured again on this Halifax side. It's these two half-backs all the time. Gregory. Beautiful ball. What a pass to Tony Iro. He just had to stroll him. He could have caught that ball in a basket. I think this Furbank actually is necessary at this stage. He's a rough, rumbustious forward who might shake one or two of this Wigan side. But look at Lydon go here, reminiscent of those two great tries when he won the Lance Todd. He's got Hanley inside him. He's going all the way. What a try! That must be one of the all-time great tries in Wembley.
They're not only playing well now, Ray, Wigan, they're tackling well also, you know, but this Halifax is just driving the ball down on the Wigan. He's suiting Wigan down to the ground.
Wilkinson now then, Tony Anderson, a chance to hit back, and he does, yes! Gregory again, oh, beautiful break to Edwards. Now then, he's got Gill on his left, he's got Bell inside him. Oh, and Hanley, it looked to forward, but Bell's got it and he's going in. It's a try. This is good. Oh, beautiful dummy from James, and he's in. Yes, he's in. Never say die, Halifax. When he lifts it, there he does.
The cup lifted at Wembley, and today the cup returned to Wigan. The 8th time the town has enjoyed these scenes. A record 8 Wembley victories for Wigan, few of them